up for a live stream, but apparently when you set it up on your desktop at home and schedule it for whoever, it records in horizontal instead of vertical. But I'm here at Fontainebleau right now. What I wanted to do is schedule this up so everybody had a small advance warning as to what was going on. But I'm here at the Fontainebleau, and I'm going to go through the Pro Football Week 15 card with you here from the sports book at Fontainebleau. And they actually have a daily parlay card that is, it's got every game on my card. If you want that card, it's $50, guys. It's 9 plays today. It's 2 NBA games, 3 hockey games, and 4 college basketball games. But yeah, I wanted to go through and talk to you guys about the Week 15 NFL and maybe give you a little preview of the Westgate Las Vegas Super Contest picks for Week 15. This is a week, just a quick glance, and now, like I said to you guys, this is just a preview of what's to come, but I think that just looking at the early lines, like I said, it's Tuesday, but looking at these lines, it's awful chalky this week, and I'm going to go ahead and take a walk, and maybe some more people will join the chat here, yeah, I'm going to walk around in the casino while I'm giving this, so you guys can kind of tell what's going on behind me and stuff. But I think the very first thing we have to go through here, first line Thursday games, it's Bucks -5, 44.5, and looking at -5, that seems like a whole lot of points to give Atlanta. And I know Atlanta's garbage, guys, but they always play the Bucks tough, even in these late season games. Division games in the NFC South are really hard games for the Bucks. Doesn't seem like the Bucks have been putting these teams away that they should be putting away. I get it that they don't have Mike Evans, and I get that Bucky Irving had some injuries and whatnot, but at the end of the day, Bucks should be smashing these teams, and they're not. Bucks -5, I don't know, just early on that, it just seems like that's a little bit too much. I'm kind of leaning towards the Falcons +5, and you kind of have to take the over in that game. But then, like I said, this is early. It's Tuesday. Just going through and looking at these lines and walking through the casino. It's early. It's about lunchtime, so not a lot of people running around. And it's we're here at the Fontainebleau. This is the nicest casino in Las Vegas. So. You can, so I can respond, because as I'm walking, I can't really respond. Hey, happy birthday, Shannon Edwards. I can see that. Hi, I see you. But yeah, the first game, Bucks -5 right now. I think it's going to be a real chalky week for gamblers. And heading into my Westgate Las Vegas Super Contest picks for this week coming up, we're at the point in the season, guys, where you almost have to start going contrarian on these plays, because it's almost like the majority of the leaders are going to be taking these favorites and running a lot of chalky picks at us. So it's almost better to just go ahead and try to find the 1 or 2 games that are on the board that we can kind of play a contrarian play and maybe make up some ground. I'm right now currently in third place in week 13 through 18 mini contest. So third place, I can catch the leader because we still have 4 weeks. I'm hitting right now at 70%, so 70% winners in the NFL for this year, and really kind of just crushing right now. Went 4-1 last week, 3-2 this week, and I think I fucked up this week by riding with the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night, man, getting that Thursday night game in, trying to have all the sense. Well, that's what I get, huh? But I told my buddy on Friday morning, I said I could live to be 10,000 years old, and I'll never take the Dallas Cowboys again. They have fooled me so many times over and over that it's almost to the point where you drink the Kool-Aid on the Cowboys. You take them 1 week and they lose, and you go against them another, and they absolutely blow the doors off of whoever it is they're playing. So we're going to move to the Sunday slate of games. Here we got the first one is Cardinals at the Texans, and Texans are -10, and the over-under is 42.5. And right now, there's really no way on God's green earth I'm going against the Houston Texans. I know that 10's a lot of points, but looking at that, it just seems like the Houston Texans are the best team in football right now. And it comes down to trust, and I trust the Houston Texans laying that kind of lumber at home. They just destroyed the Buffalo Bills and then turned around and humiliated the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't think this is a letdown spot, guys. I think this is a spot here where the Houston Texans absolutely show their ass against an Arizona team that can't stop anybody from scoring. The over-under right now is 42.5, and I feel like the Houston Texans can get the 42 by themselves on Arizona. Arizona's not going to score very much in this game. You know, Houston's got the best defense in the NFL, bar none. And if I had to pick a team that I feel comfortable with right now to win the AFC, it is the Houston Texans. So we got that. And next game on the line is Raiders at Eagles. And I just looked at this as a get-right game for the Philadelphia Eagles. Even though they played like shit last night, they looked terrible. Line's 13, the over-under's 38.5 right now. And this is a spot right here where the Eagles will probably do what they're supposed to do. If it wasn't for the turnovers, the Eagles would have handled that game last night. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know, hindsight's 20/20. But looking at the matchup with the Raiders, I just don't see any confidence in the Raiders lately. They played Broncos a little bit tough last week, and I think that field goal at the very end really just tore the hearts out of the Broncos backers, because that gave them a half-point cover on that game. 7.5. They win by 7. They're up by 10 with a couple seconds left in the game. So get the late field goal, late cover. But this is one of those spots where you can go ahead and back the Philadelphia Eagles, because there's no way they lose 4 games in a row, when especially to the Raiders. It's a 1 o'clock game. West Coast coming to the East Coast, playing a better team in the Eagles. So I think the Eagles absolutely walk the dog in this spot. 38.5, that kind of seems about right. I can see the Raiders putting up 10, maybe. And at that point, we're getting close to leaning over in that spot. The next game, Jets and Jags. Once again, we're on a chalky game. It's Jags -12, 42.5. And you got to take the Jags. I mean, the Jets aren't a team that you can back right now. We don't even know who their quarterback is. So once you get into that, You're looking at, obviously, a play right there on the Jacksonville Jags. They're division leaders right now, and you got to ride with them. This is a spot where they can't ease off the gas pedal, and it is the Jets, guys. We can't back the Jets under any circumstance. As far as the total, their total's 42.5. Like I said, Jets aren't probably going to score very much, maybe 10, 13. But we get into it there where it's like Jets and Jags. Yeah, take the under, take Jacksonville. And it's one of those spots where it's weird to take a team minus points, but and then take them under such a low number. But I just don't feel like the Jets are even motivated to put up any points. They just want this season over with. So the next game is Browns and Bears. Bears minus 7.5. Over under is 41. And I look at that game, it's just a Bears blowout. The Browns are a different team on the road than they are at home. And in this spot, I definitely trust the Bears. I watched that entire game this week against Green Bay. And it was right down to the end. It was tied up, and Green Bay went up by 7, and Chicago threw an interception late, and that sealed it. And Green Bay got the 6.5-point cover, which was my one of my 5 Westgate Las Vegas Super Contest picks, and it was also my $5,000 late game hammer play. We cashed that for me personally and my clients that buy my weekend cards, and reminding me just now that today we have the card for $50, and it's got 2 NBA games, 3 hockey games, and 4 college basketball games. And this week we're going to have a week 15 card for $200 again, and it's going to have, I don't know, last week I think we had about 17 plays in the NFL, sides and totals, and anybody purchasing that $200 package is also going to get 2 to 3 hammer plays, and my hammer plays, guys, are $5,000 or $10,000. So and literally I can't remember the last one I lost, and I'm not swinging on my own dick right here, but hammer plays I don't miss. They call that Odin Spear. For those of y'all, you can Google that. Odin Spear doesn't miss. So my hammer plays 5K, 10K, one or the other. I'll probably have 2 to 3 of those this weekend. And one of my hammer plays on this Sunday was actually a college basketball play. It was Kansas minus 6.5, and we crushed that. That game wasn't ever even in question. It was a 20-point blowout, and Kansas dominated that game from start to finish. Next game on the line here, Bills and Patriots. And I'm not a fan of either one of these teams. They've both played insanely weak schedules, ridiculously weak schedules. The Bills have played just a slightly stronger strength of schedule, but at the end of the day, it's a toss-up right there. Neutral field. It's an even game. It's in New England this time. New England went to the Patriots back in I think it was week 5. I think it was week 4 or 5. And put the boots to the Bills, 23-20. But now this game here is in New England. It's in Foxborough. And yeah, the Patriots have won 9-10 straight games, but I don't know if they can handle the Bills a second time. I think that last week's performance that the Bills played against Cincinnati, that something clicked defensively right there in the second half. And I think the Bills this week, I take the Bills and under. It's set right now. The line's set at 50, flat 50. So I would take that game under. These are all guys, none of these are set in stone. None of these are locked in or anything. I'm just going through the week 15 from the Fontainebleau here, doing the drop for the week 15 betting sheet here. Next one on the line is Ravens and Bengals. It's Bengals +2 and 52. And I'm taking Joe Burrow, and I'm taking the over. These teams just played a week and a half ago on Thanksgiving, and Joe Burrow dominated the Baltimore Ravens. I don't see how they're home dogs looking at that game. And once again, I feel like it's going to go over. These teams are familiar with each other. They know what to expect. There's not going to be any, shocking, to each other. It's going to be one of those games where, and in that division, if the Bills can, or if the Bengals can go ahead and beat the Ravens, and if Pittsburgh loses to the Dolphins on Monday night, they can still have a shot in that division to maybe win the division. As unlikely as that is, there would have to be a whole lot of luck involved, but stranger things have happened in the NFL. Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs are laying 4, over-unders 43. And this is a play here where, looking at it, after seeing the Chargers defense last night, you almost have to kind of lean towards the Chargers. But this is one of those contrarian contest plays that I was talking about earlier, where the whole world is probably going to be on the Chargers in this spot, as bad as the Chiefs have been playing, and that maybe being a contrarian pick or a contrarian play, you go ahead and bang the Kansas City Chiefs there, and go ahead and the over-under set at 43. You go ahead and take that game under, because the defense of the Chargers and the lack of offensive efficiency for the Kansas City Chiefs is leading me to believe this is going to be a lower scoring game. Like I said, none of this is set in stone. I'm just kind of going through my sheet today, live here from the Fontainebleau, and going through the picks with you guys. Commanders at Giants. Giants are laying 2. It's 47.5 for the total. And I like the Giants here. Washington is terrible. They're a horrible team. And I like the Giants in that spot, -2. Over-unders, I think it's at 47.5. Yeah, I would take that game over. There seems to be able to score around each other. And like I said, there's another division game. They're familiar with each other. There's not going to be a whole lot of surprises in this game. Colts and Seahawks. Seahawks laying 12, over-unders 42.5. And I'm going ahead and I'm going to pound the Seahawks in this game. There's no line that you can set high enough for me not to take the Seahawks. They got Phillip Rivers coming out of retirement to play for the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm not sure he's ready for this. Seahawks will probably win by 3 touchdowns, easily covering the number here. I also anticipate that number going up a hair over the next couple days, maybe even up towards 17. So we got to just look at it. But how prepared really is Phillip Rivers going to be? He hasn't played in an NFL game in, what 5 years? So, yeah, Colts, Seahawks, and in this one too, it's an under game. Seahawks might put up 31, and the Colts might put up 10 max. I mean, I just don't see how the Colts are going to really. All they got to do is stack the box, stop the run. Phillip Rivers, he's not in game shape. He's not ready to play NFL football after a 5-year layoff. So, Packers, Broncos, next game on the list. Packers -2, over-unders 43.5. I'm going with the Packers. And it's one of those things where Denver's kind of been playing some real bogus teams and just squeaking by. The preparation of Sean Payton and the execution of Bo Nix has been it's a good combination. We saw what he did years ago with Drew Brees, but at this point in time, I think that the way that the Green Bay Packers can beat you with explosive plays. Now, it is a mile high, and that's a factor I have to consider when I go ahead and dial in on this tomorrow afternoon, when I get the contest of minds and go ahead and look through all the picks and stuff. But I'm leaning Green Bay right here. And total on that game is 43.5, and that's an under for me. Two good defenses. It's going to be kind of like the Chicago game where they have to figure out how to move the ball on each other. Next game on the list is Panthers-Saints. Panthers -3, 40.5. I like the Panthers and over. I really like the way that Bryce Young is maturing in front of our eyes, watching him become a man on the football field. And the kid's he's got balls. You know what I mean? He's not afraid. He's not scared of whoever it is he's facing. And the kid's going out there and he's won a couple really big games. And I'm not surprised. He's got the Alabama pedigree, and you know, he's going to be good, guys. You get that kid some really solid offensive line help, and he's going to be a problem. So I like the Panthers, and I like this game to go over. I feel like the Saints and the Panthers can score on each other. Once again, division game, familiarity. So next game on the list, Lions and Rams. Fuck. Over-under is 56, 5.5 laying for the Rams. But I'm just looking at that going, that game there is going over. That's an over game. They're going to be able to score on each other. But the reality is, the Lions are a different team on the road so far this year, and the Rams are souped up. So I'm leaning Rams and over in that spot. Not a whole lot to think about. Don't confuse yourself with outside stuff. Just kind of think historically, these two teams put up a ton of points, and I feel like the Rams are in SoFi Stadium. They're a touchdown better than the Lions. Next one, Titans, 49ers. 49ers -12.5, 44.5. And got to go with the Niners. Coming off a bye. Full health, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, all those guys are healthy. And they're just going to motorboat. They're going to motorboat Tennessee. That's nothing to think about. Niners and over. Niners can put up 35. Tennessee can put up 10. You get there. Niners and over. Nothing to think about there. Late game. Vikings, Cowboys. You know, Cowboys are laying 6. The over-under is 48. I kind of like the Vikings. It's one of those things where, to me, like I said earlier, I can't trust Dallas. I never know what I'm getting with them. It's one day they're one team, and the next day they're another team, and then they've got 3 or 4 other multiple personality team, and I can't trust them. The Vikings put up some big numbers against Atlanta, who kind of has a solid pass defense, but they're going to be tested with the ability of Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb not being available. Got to check the injury report on that and see 100% if that man's not playing or not. But right just on that number, a 6, I'm taking the Vikings with 6. Over-under set right now at 48. That's less than 7 touchdowns. I'm taking it under. Underdog and under on single night events like Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night football. Seems to be a winning formula. The public loves to play favorites and overs.
I think
so. The lines makers know this. When they set the lines, favorites and overs are going to be the most popular, the most popular bets coming in. So Sunday night football, underdog and under. Minnesota +6, under 48. And then Monday night, you got the Dolphins and the Steelers. Steelers laying 3.5, 41.5. I'm leaning Dolphins, like I just said, Dolphins and under in the spot. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. We don't have any idea what the real factors are going to be. It might be snowing. It might be 20 degrees outside. And in situations like that, I would have to go ahead and reevaluate. But right now on Tuesday, I'm taking Dolphins and under. Just leans, guys. None of this stuff set in stone. And like I said, once I get my Westgate Las Vegas Super Contest lines, I'll go ahead and have a better understanding of what my contest picks are going to be. And like I said, I always give those videos for free. You'll always get my contest picks for free. But there are situations where the contest picks might not be my hammer plays. And then again, maybe that one of them will be. It just depends on how I see it, how I see everything going down. But we've been pretty successful in the last month and a half with hammer plays. Like I said, I can't remember the last time I lost one. And we're doing pretty damn good in the contest. I'm in third place in the mini contest from week 13 to 18. And hopefully I can win about $70,000 to $80,000 here in the next month. So guys, just want to let you know one more time, I do have a package available today. It's the 9-game card. Got 2 NBA plays, 3 hockey plays, and 4 college basketball plays for $50. Full access, text me, whatever. I can email or picks. If you're already a client, you already know how it works. And then as we get closer to the end of the week here, we'll have the week 15 card available for you for $200 on probably Friday night, Friday afternoon, something like that. Once I finalize all my picks, and like I said, you're going to get all my hammer plays. Those are $5,000 and $10,000 plays, and you're also going to get all the entire weekend card. You're going to have college basketball. Saturday is going to be a huge college basketball day, and you'll get the full Sunday slate of games. Start with the 1 o'clock games, and ending with Sunday night football. And guys, if you can, do me a solid and go ahead and like and subscribe. And give me a comment. Let me know how I did, if you can hear me, if the sounds all right, so I know I've got the sound hooked up right in this thing and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, it's been 27 minutes of your life. If you're here, if you're watching, I appreciate it. And get in touch any way you can. Click the link in the bio. It's got my phone number there, and all my payment portals are available for you too. Everything's real simple. Jim Zepton here at the Fontainebleau, one of the most beautiful hotels I've ever been in my life, guys. I love coming here. I love making my bets here. It's got an awesome little sports book. It's easy to get in and out of. It's free parking for locals, so I don't really have to pay the $25 I got to pay for at some of the other places, even if you're a local. That MGM Grand claps you. I'm never going back. How the hell would I go back and pay $25 for parking when Fontainebleau is just as close, if not closer to my house? So, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Much love, much respect to everybody, and I'll talk with you soon. Y'all take care.